Dating Adventures in Bartending. Dating Adventures in Bartending, Irene King.
I'm old, and when I realized that I was old, I was okay with it. To tell the truth, the only thing I don't like about being old is that now, when I look in the mirror, I realize that gravity has not been kind, and nudity is no longer my friend. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome and confused guests. I'm here to share with you a couple of true stories from the cautionary tale that is my life. When I was a single mom, I began moonlighting as a bartender in order to make ends meet. Now, bartenders have a pretty universal dress code, black and white. My fellow bartenders wore black slacks, black skirt, and a white shirt, and I did too, most of the time. But every now and then, I'd like to change it up. I would wear a sleek, slinky, form-fitting, because I had quite the form-fittable form back in the day, little white dress and black bow tie, and that outfit turned me into a man magnet. Unfortunately, I attracted my share of dating oddities. For example, a man comes up to me at the bar, his face this close to mine, and says, "Groceries." I beg your pardon? Groceries, baby? What does that mean? He said, "You know when you go to a grocery store and you get a grocery cart and in it you put everything you need, everything you want? Yeah? Well, baby, you are groceries to me." I did not date him. Pretty good pickup line, though. And then there was an older gentleman, whom I'll call Claude, a semi-regular to the bar who managed to finagle my phone number from my bar manager, which is a different speech. When Claude called, I was surprised. He was smart, he was funny, and like me, he was a divorced parent and he had full custody of his daughter. I mean, wow. We finally decided to go out on a date, and when he came over to the house and I opened the door, I was shocked. He was sharp. He had a beautiful leather jacket, razor sharp crease down the front of his slacks. He didn't stink. Smelled okay. And we walked out to his car, which was a brand new electric blue Camaro IROC Z28. He opened the door and helped me in. Oh. We decided to go to a steakhouse where I promptly ordered a steak. I mean, what? I am not going to go to a steakhouse and pretend to be on a diet and order a carrot. Claude, on the other hand, he ordered chicken breast and the mashed potatoes. You know that voice you hear sometimes? Now, I'm not talking about the angel and devil voice. I'm talking about that voice that taps you on the back of your shoulder because there's something going on that you need to pay attention to. Well, Claude had a big, bushy, Hulk Hogan, Fu Manchu mustache. What? It was the 80s. Give me a break. And I noticed whenever he spoke to me, he put his hand in front of his mouth, and I went, oh, he's so courteous. Don't you think it odd, said the voice, that Claude chews his food the same way Grandmom chews her food whenever she doesn't have her teeth in? The outside me continued to enjoy this lovely date. The inside me, no! No! Oh my God! The man has no teeth! He has no teeth, what am I gonna do? We're on the first date and he has no teeth. What if he wants to kiss me? My tongue goes into a socket, I am going to die. Now, when we got home, and he helped me out of the car, I gave him a big old hug and I bolted into the house. There was no kissing. Now, I learned something that evening, and that is, along with my wish list of must-haves for the man who would be my future mate, tall, nice-looking, employed, I had one more requirement. Be they homegrown or store-bought, must have teeth. I mean, the fact that he didn't have teeth didn't bother me. But if you don't have teeth, don't go on first dates. Go to the dentist and buy some. Because, baby, you're going to have to learn how to embrace your inner polygrip. Mr. Toastmaster.